Hey, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. This is our second episode of what's being called, get ready for it, the big reveal, the Joy Vlog. Yes, that's the name that we've come up with.
Very creative.
The Joy Vlog. We are a creative bunch. And thank you all for your submissions. They all were fun. They were fun, but this is the Joy Vlog. And we have a really special episode today because we are going to be interviewing our new Director of Communications, Val Berge. Yay! And we are so excited about that. Hey, the purpose of this vlog is to inspire, to educate, to provide communication, and hopefully just a little bit of entertainment. And so thank you for taking the few moments to watch this. Scott, did you get any feedback on our first one?
Did. People loved it. Yeah,
that's awesome.
People loved it. They thought it was informative, funny, fun, and just classic joy.
Yeah, I love it. You know, I heard some feedback about your teaching about worship, and I got several text messages from people that said that was really helpful.
Yes, I did too.
So
Yep.
we will continue to do an educational piece or something inspirational or devotional, but today we're going to do the interview with Val, which will be inspirational, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Promise.
Hey, so what we do is we start by looking at the calendar and we talk about what happened in the last 30 days. And I gotta be honest with you, it has been an incredible 30 days at Joy. One of the things that happened is we had our congregational meeting, I think since we launched our vlog. We had the night of worship, which was well attended. Thank you everybody who came out for the night of worship. We'll probably do another one of those in about 6 months, but it was just an opportunity for people to come before God and to pray and to sense his presence, and it was powerful. And I thank you so much, Scott, for your involvement and work in that, and the worship team.
Yeah, they're amazing. It was fun
Yeah.
to do, and everybody was touched deeply by it. Felt the presence of God.
We're gonna be doing more of that. We also, in addition to hiring Val Berge, we heard exciting things from our national church, Lutheran Congregations and Mission for Christ, and they have declared that in 2023, the National Convention is going to be here in St. Louis, and we are so excited about that. Somebody came to me and said, oh, that sounds like it's going to be expensive, and Sharon Placatka, God love her, said, well, I better start preparing the meals for that now. I said, no.
1,000 people.
Yeah, they take care of everything. We have to provide an army of volunteers.
Yeah.
I think Joy can do that.
Yeah. And
we have plenty of time to prepare for that. We're going to be looking for a volunteer coordinator, but it's going to be great. That is what month?
It's going to be probably October. I know it's going to be in October, but it will probably be October 1 through 4 is my best guess.
Okay, 2023.
Yep.
And you know what's funny, Val? It's going to be here before you know it.
Oh my gosh.
Like
Time flies.
Yep, we're gonna wake up and then boom, it's gonna be here. So, we're really excited about that they've done that. This past month, we Young Warriors got off to a great start. This past Saturday, how cool was it to see all the Young Warriors in church?
Yeah, sitting in the front row, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, good group of kids.
We also launched our grief group, and it was well attended for the first one. That's on Sundays at 2:00 here at the church, and that's going to continue for the next 4 weeks. If you've lost a loved one, or you know of somebody who's lost a loved one, and they're just looking for a little support on their grief journey, this is a great option. And they'll do 5 weeks, and they'll probably take 5 weeks off, and then they'll do another 5 weeks. But I'm excited about that ministry at Joy. Let's talk about things that are going to be coming up. The first thing is the drive-in movie night, and that's this coming Friday at 6 p.m. And that is not just for families, that is for everyone. Come on out. It's going to be a great night of fun and fellowship. They're seeing a great movie that I think has life implications for everybody. Have you seen the movie?
I have not, but I'm excited to see
Have
it.
you seen the movie?
I've seen parts of it.
It is Austin's favorite movie
Is it?
in Kanta.
He looks excited about it.
He can watch that movie over and over and over again. He'll
My
be here.
granddaughter can too.
Isn't it incredible how when you're kids you can watch the same movie over and over again?
Yeah.
Were your kids like that?
Yep,
My kids were.
yep.
We
I
actually
can do it too.
Can you really?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can do that too.
I'm not real good at that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
hey, that's this coming Friday night. Come on out and join us. And then we have a men's chili cook-off, which is going to be Friday, March 11th at 6 p.m. And if you've never been to a chili cook-off, please come to this one. And wives, tell your husbands they need to come, because here's the truth. We got a lot of guys at Joy who are looking for friendship and looking for connection. And even if you feel like, I don't like chili, or I don't like poker, or hey, we need you. So come on out and support that event. I promise you it's going to be a good time. It's also one of those events where we've historically invited people who don't go to Joy, who maybe are unchurched, and it becomes their entry point into the church. And we've seen that repeatedly through the years. So maybe you have a friend that you've been trying to get them connected spiritually. It's a great start to that.
And that's here, correct?
That's going to be here. Hasn't our lobby served as a great place to host
yeah, it's been
these
amazing
kind of?
for everything. I mean, I was just talking to people this past Sunday after church, and just so nice to be able to hang out and not be rushed out and just have that time to talk and
There's
get to know
different
people.
areas where you can gather, and it is a nice area.
Yeah, God has been so good to us in this space. It's been incredible. Ash Wednesday is coming up, and that is the beginning of Lent. We're excited about Lent. Is 7 weeks long, and during that 7 weeks, we're going to be going, the messages are going to be geared towards Jesus's last 7 words on the cross. And they're not just words, they're phrases, but there's 7 of them, and I think it's going to really root and ground us in that passion story and the story of Jesus's life and death. And so I'm really excited about that. But we're having our Ash Wednesday service. How many years, Scott, have we been doing this at Church of the Bar?
Well, probably 10.
Probably,
9 or 10,
yeah,
probably,
we've been doing it. And it's always a well-attended service. A lot of people from the community come, and the regulars at Church of the Bar don't miss that. But we really want our partners to come out to that as well. It's going to be a great night at Church at the Bar. That's Ash Wednesday on March 2nd. We're trying to create a big service is Wednesday, March 23rd, and that's when the LCMC representative, Sharon McFadden, is going to be in attendance at Church of the Bar that night. And it would be great if the Joy Partners came out and met her, and maybe you have questions about the LCMC. She's an expert. She's been with them for 20 years.
Amazing.
Can you believe Sharon's been doing that for 20 years?
Yeah, it's amazing. I can't believe they've been around for 20 years. It seems like they were so new and fresh just 2 years ago when we joined them. But yeah, that's great. It's a great organization. Love being a part of it.
It has been wonderful.
Yeah.
We love the LCMC, and I think that they love us too. I think it's been a good relationship.
Seems like they do.
Yeah. So those are the things. The last thing I want to share that's coming up is the small groups, and we're hoping that everybody at Joy comes and gets involved in a small group during Lent. It's going to be the last 4 weeks of Lent, so that actually starts on Tuesday, March 22nd at 6 p.m. And the study that we're going to be doing is called Whisper, and it deals with hearing the voice of God. And I think it's going to be a powerful 4 weeks of friendship building, but also really learning like what it means to hear the voice of God. And I'm excited about that.
It's going to be good.
So anything else coming up? I think I covered it all. So let's transition and talk about you, Val. Can you share with the Joy Partners, why in the world would you say yes to this opportunity?
Well, when it first came open, I see the job opening and everything, and my first thought is, my gosh, I hope Maggie's okay and that, she's moving on, for a good reason, and kind of put it aside. And then it comes up again, and it became something that just stuck in my head. It was something I just couldn't dismiss from my brain any longer. And it got to the point where I felt like it was God tapping me on the shoulder saying, I'm not letting you forget this for a reason. So I just had to follow where he was leading me. And I had discussions with you, I had discussions with Maggie, and with Annette, the previous person, and it just started to really kind of fall into place and feel right for me and for my family. So just threw the hat in the ring and off I went. So.
That's great. Val already had a proven track record in leadership at Joy. When we first came into this building, the thing that this was 2 years ago, the thing that we were lacking was systems and operations. And Val and Rick came alongside our ministry teams and created manuals and just began to really create some systems that have helped us become more organized, and I think it's helping us do a better job at accomplishing our mission. You know, at the same time, I want to shout out to Mike Andralowitz, who was really instrumental during that season too, really helped us create some systems. Val, how did you come to Joy?
We came to Joy, I believe it was in around 2009, when we were previously at Christ the King Lutheran Church, and it was a very tiny little church, and my youngest son, Adam, had just completed his first year of confirmation, and they didn't have any other kids in the class to complete that for a second year. So our church's suggestion was that maybe we go try to find another church that could confirm him. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll certainly go look around. And so I think Joy was maybe one of the first ones we went to. We might have gone to one other one too. But we went to Joy. It was in the cafeteria of the middle school. And enjoyed the worship and everything. And, you know, we're the first newcomers. We kind of sit in the back and sort of observe everything. But as we're walking out, Jen Cruz and Gary Dixon grabbed my son and took him aside and said, "We have a great youth group for you," you know, and trying to get information out of Adam and everything. And I mean, they just reeled him in like a fish. So.
Oh, that's good.
And
reeled them in like
they
fish.
Did. And I mean, Adam was hooked, and that's our goal was to get him in a place where he could learn the correct things and get himself confirmed. And we just followed him, and we've been with Joy ever since. And Adam's still here. Adam and his wife Courtney are part of the church. And
yeah, Val, I was going to just highlight that because there are so many people that would have maybe been in that situation. Hey, things aren't going well here at this church. I'm going to get away from the church. I'm going to step away from the church. But you said, no, this is important. You made some promises when you baptized
Yes.
him, and you said that you would see to it that he grew in that. And the fruit of that is, here's a young man who comes to Joy. He is faithful with his wife. They serve. He's worked in youth ministry. I love it when they're greeting outside. I mean, you just walk up and they just got these great smiles. And thank God you and Rick said, hey, this is important.
Yep.
Yeah. And you have two beautiful sons.
Thank you. And we have 2 granddaughters. My oldest son has 2 daughters. One is 3, one is about to be 1. So they're a handful. My title is Nana on Demand.
Nana on Demand.
But yeah,
Let's get a t-shirt.
They exhaust me when we watch them, because I mean they're active little girls, and it's fun to have them.
I love it.
Having them.
And some grand dogs.
And I've got 3 granddoggies. Yes, I do.
You know, 2 years ago, you would have said that. I'd be like, that's really stupid. Like, why are we talking about your dogs? But now that I'm a dog owner, oh my gosh. Oh, tell me more. Let's show pictures. Let's show
I
pictures.
have some. I'll show them to you.
And so I think what you're going to see in this next new season at Joy, before this meeting, we were talking worship attendance is up. We just brought in a couple new partner families that we're really excited about. But we are definitely entering a new season at Joy.
So.
And we are really excited about what we see God and the Holy Spirit doing in this place. And Val, you're going to be a big part of that.
I hope so.
What is something personal that has happened for you in the last 30 days that is kind of neat, kind of cool, like, yeah, I'd like to share. And Scott, I'm gonna ask you the same question. We always want to share something personal. Here's something that was, kind of blew my mind a little bit, but my wife and Julie Link have actually made a 4.5 to 5 minute audition tape for The Amazing Race. And this is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen my wife do. But it's exciting to see that, like, they're gonna do this, maybe. That could be really fun. Scott, how about for you? What's the most personal-wise exciting thing last 30 days?
My daughter Allison is in town.
Yes.
So that's always fun.
It's good to have her in worship
Yeah.
this past week.
Yeah. I always love to see, when she's here, and it's funny, it's like vacation. I don't know why, but we go out to eat and we have fun. She went out to Valentine's dinner with us and all that. And then to see her and my son Devin when he's home, which he's gone all the time too now, but when he's home, just to see those two interact as brother and sister and doing the things they love to do. So, yeah, that's been good.
That's awesome.
It's
It
fun
was
having
so
adult
good.
children, too.
Yeah, it was so good to see all of them in church.
Yeah.
And again, like I shared with Val, your kids are faithful. They're faithful. They love Jesus. Val, how about for you? Something personal. People will forget your name, but they'll remember this goofy thing about
Yeah,
you.
this goofy thing. We got to take my oldest granddaughter to her first real movie. To the movie theater and everything. And so her parents and Rick and I went with Noelle, and she walked into the theater and she looked at the screen and she says, "It's as big as my house."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was just in awe over that. I've got a picture of her with this big old popcorn bucket, and she's got big eyes, and it's priceless.
She's going to be hooked.
It was
She's going to be hooked. Yep. That's
That was
awesome.
fun.
Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to this month's episode of the Joy Vlog, episode number 2. And in the future, we're going to be interviewing new Joy partners, some of our older Joy partners. I think at the next one, we're going to talk about the golf outing. And Gary, you're going to hear more from Gary Newdelman. That's going to be a great, great event. Yeah. And that's June 4th. So thank you so much for joining us. We love you, and we look forward to seeing you this weekend at Joy. God bless.